National Championship, 79 Sugar Bowl. Bobby Bowden was on hand and Bryant Denny, joining Joe Paterno and Nick Saban. And early on, the Crimson Tide got going. Greg McElroy to Kevin Norwood, his first career touchdown. McElroy 4 for 4, 79 yards on the drive, tied up by a touch. A daunting task for Robert Bolden. No true freshman has ever beaten a #1 team on its home field. And Bolden, though, showed some pretty good poise early on, Mayday.
He showed some composure, made some nice throws here, a 31-yard pickup for a true freshman to go down to Tuscaloosa. I think he played extremely well.
But this is what Saban and Kirby Smart, the defensive coordinator, will do to you. They bring old Dante Hightower, put him in your mustache, and Will Lowry picks it off. Here comes Hightower, Lou.
Oh, just a tremendous athlete who's probably the best linebacker in the country. Was probably the best linebacker last year before he got injured.
On the ensuing drive, Trent Richardson. Now look, known about him since his freshman year, running alongside Mark Ingram, had a great championship game. And Ingram, the Heisman winner, who was still out helping Trent get grass out of his headgear. Then McElroy to Preston Dial.
A nice job of the offensive line picking up the blitz on that play, giving Greg McElroy time to throw for the touchdown.
And here comes Bolden again, and he's picked off by Robert Lester. Bolden 13 of 29, $144. Richardson would really take over here out of the backfield on the catch, Lou.
Oh, just a tremendous effort by this young man.
Richardson went for 144 yards, the first back to bust 100 against Penn State in a span of 18 games, this being the 18th. There's his buddy Ingram, who hopes to be back against Duke next week. And Alabama, no trouble with Penn State. 24-3 the final. McElroy was solid again. Richardson was outstanding. The defense created turnovers when they needed to. And Nick Saban's team remains undefeated. Two sides getting together, exchanging pleasantries. First time they've met since that 02 championship game, played in January 03. Terrell Pryor, Ja'Cory Harris. Harris looking over the middle, and the ball is batted and is picked off by Nathan Williams. That would set up a Buckeye field goal. After the field goal, Miami gets things going on the return game. Here goes Lamar Miller, Lou.
Oh, just a tremendous effort here. Poor tackling there. But that gets him right back in the game. All of a sudden, you talk about momentum.
How many safeties? How many
one safety, and when you have one safety, that can happen.
Pryor, after that, answered beautifully with a great throw to DeVere Posey.
That may be the best pass Terrell Pryor's made the entire season thus far. Put the ball on the money, hit the wide receiver inside over the defender.
All right, if that wasn't the best one, this one might have been to Brandon Sane, the running back. Oh, look at him find that back shoulder. Same nifty grab. Score tied at 10. Later in the second, Harris will be picked off by Chimdi Chekwa. It was intended for Travis Benjamin, but it was a miscommunication here, Lou.
Absolutely. He's not sure that it isn't a run.
He's trying to block Chekwa, and Chekwa was like the intended receiver. It led to a Dan Herron touchdown. Bucks up 20-10. It's now 23-17. Harris looking for Benjamin again. Chekwa says, I'll take that. Chekwa, please. Buckeyes 26-17. Third quarter, 3rd and goal for the Canes. What can happen on his own blitz, Mayday?
You know, it can be intercepted by a defensive lineman. It's Cameron Hayward, Ironhead's son, former NFL great running back. He's running like his daddy in the open field, a 275-pounder. Somebody please tackle me. Somebody get me. And this is what happens on his own blitz, Coach.
Well, you bring the linebacker on the left side and you drop that tackle back out in pass protection. When he sees the linebacker blitz, he thinks the tight end dragging across the middle is wide open, and that's what happened.
Harris threw 4 interceptions on the day. Terrell Pryor didn't really tear it up in terms of numbers. Did have a little over 100 yards rushing, 200 passing. He was under 50%, but it was a wet, messy day. But Pryor made the plays his team needed to win the game, and he does that. Ohio State 36-24 over Miami. And the Buckeyes really answered the challenge, because if not for the kickoff return and if not for the punt return, this game could have been a complete and total blowout. But Pryor, even though he was under 50% passing, he ran the ball effectively in this game.
He ran it very, very well for 113 yards. But we said before, the difference in this game would be the fact Pryor could run and Ja'Cory Harris did not. But he also looked 233 yards, no interceptions. And then when you had 113 yards rushing, that's impressive.
I just want to play for the fans, and especially for the seniors, and just have the best games. I told them in the locker room before we came out that I'm going to play the best game I could possibly play and get the ball moving on the field. I was hungry, and I refused to let my team lose. I'm not saying that I was in it by myself, but whatever I had to do to run over somebody, get the extra yard, do whatever I had to do, that's what I was going to do.
The problem with ratings and whatnot is you have to prove it every week. And so I think we proved it this week, you know, that we're a top 10 team, and you know, now we've got to prove it next week and the next week. And that's a grind.
Robinson coming off a great performance against UConn. His team up 14-7, but backed up at the 13 in the long and storied history of Notre Dame Stadium. Mayday. Did Paul Hornung ever do this?
Nope.
Did Rocket Ismail ever do this?
No way.
Did Tim Brown ever do this?
Not a chance.
Did Jerome Bettis ever do this?
Ain't happening.
87 yards, the longest run in the history of Notre Dame Stadium. Wolverines up 2 touchdowns, 10 seconds left in the half. Nate Montana, Joe's son, had to come in for an injured Dane Christ. Theo Reddick open 37 yards, first and goal from the 3, but you've only got 3 seconds here. He chose not to go for the field goal, did Brian Kelly. What do you think, Lou?
Well, at that time, he was down 21-7, and he kicked a field goal. Might have made a difference in the outcome of the game.
As it is, he went to the half down by 14. Christ would return for the second half, and when he does, he fires and he finds T.J. Jones. 53 yards, and here come the Irish, waking up the echoes. Under 4 minutes to go. Notre Dame down by 4. First and 14 from their own 5. Only one time in Notre Dame history has something longer than this happened. 95 yards to Kyle Rudolph, second longest pass play in Notre Dame history.
Boy, that shows the speed of him as a tight end.
So now Notre Dame has stolen one. On 4th and inches, all they have to do is stop old shoelace Denard Robinson, and they cannot do it. Michigan still alive. 3rd and 5. Robinson, dart, Roy Roundtree. First down at the 2. Who gets it now, Mayday?
Robinson again.
Robinson accounting for all 72 yards on the drive. He ran for 258. He threw for 244, a Michigan record 502 yards of offense. But Christ wasn't finished. Michael Floyd has it, head to the boundary, and he does. Late hit penalty, brain cramp, 15 more yards. And now with 6 seconds to go, one last chance for Christ to be the hero. Michigan hangs on 28-24 behind Shoelace Robinson. Bob Stoops, younger brother Mark, who's the defensive coordinator at Florida State, tied at 7. Landry Jones starting to open things up. Ryan Broyles catches it.
Oh, just a great catch there by Ryan Broyles. 2 touchdown receptions last week. Outstanding.
You see how he got so open?
Oh, what a tremendous move.
14-7, Oklahoma up. Next drive for the Sooners. You know, Bob Stoops said he didn't like playing against his brother. This is about the time when Mark would have gone yelling to his mom, "Get Bob off of me. Tell him to let me up." 21-7 Sooners. Not much going right for Jimbo and the Seminoles. All collapsing on Christian Ponder. He had nowhere to go. Brent Venables proud of his defense. Ponder threw a couple of picks, 11 of 28 for the guy who was touted as a Heisman candidate. Jones again to James Hanna. Boy, Jones, Mark, 30 of 40. 30 out of 40 for 380 and 4 touchdowns. 22 to go in the second quarter, still scoreless when Matt Barkley finds Robert Woods.
Terrific job off the play-action pass. Great separation between the line and quarterback, and Matt Barkley puts that ball right on the money.
And next play to Jordan Cameron.
Well, this is just a very nice throw here. He buys his time, makes a nice touch.
Next Trojan possession, under 10 seconds to go, and this is after Virginia has answered. 3rd and 10. Barkley buying a little time, and Brandon Carswell fight on. Barkley, you take another look at this, buying some time. USC has had 24 penalties in their 2 games. Very undisciplined, but SC wins it 17-14. Stanford in the Rose Bowl to take on UCLA. Andrew Luck didn't exactly have his typical passing performance, but throws a nice one here to Ryan Whalen, Mayday.
Nice job on the run, rolling to his left. A right-handed quarterback puts the ball right on the money.
Stanford had a 13-0 lead on 3rd and goal. One thing Luck did do well in this game was run with the ball. He had 63 yards rushing. You love the running quarterbacks, Coach?
Well, he shows great enthusiasm there and toughness. Look at him lower his shoulder. Boy, that inspires your teammates.
Got a good block from Whalen as well. Stanford wins it 35-0. Oregon at Tennessee. A little over an hour lightning delay on Rocky Top, and then Tennessee struck early against the Ducks. Derek Dooley trying to pull the upset as Torrin Poole goes in. Rocky Top up 13-3, but it would be all Ducks. And when I say all Ducks, I really mean all Ducks after that. LaMichael James is back.
He's so quick with this. He changes direction from the right all the way to the left, picks up blockers, but look at his speed, his athleticism, runs through blockers. He's not going to be denied. He's going to take it all the way in for the score.
72 yards. James suspended last week because of an infraction in the offseason. Later in the third, this is when it got away from Tennessee. Matt Sims, late, outside, loft, float, Cliff Harris gone. 76 yards. Oregon also returned to punt. Kenyon Barner doing that. 48-13, or the old 45-0 run that'll do you in every time. Texas, Shamil Gary wearing number 12 in honor of Ruben Narcisse, the Cowboy player who was killed in a car accident on Monday. Wyoming trailing 6-0 when the quarterback Austin Carter Samuels takes it in. Cowboys up 7-6, but on the ensuing drive, Fozzie Whitaker gets loose, Mayday.
And a nice job of blocking by the offensive line, but Fozzie Whitaker just puts his shoulders down and goes straight ahead, and they're not going to be able to tackle. He runs through about 6 tacklers on the play.
Well, Mac Brown, Greg Davis, they want to improve that running game this year. Garrett Gilbert, boy, he has got a cannon. Mike Davis, he'll take it all the way, 45 yards. Texas sort of pulled away there at the end of the first half, and Longhorns would take care of business against Wyoming, 34-7 the final. TCU did likewise against Tennessee Tech, 62-7. In fact, last touchdown, TCU was just trying to run the ball. Gary Patterson actually apologized for it after the game, saying he didn't want to run up the score. Cy-Hawk Trophy at stake, Iowa State and Iowa. You know, for all the success Kirk Ferentz has had, he needed to win this game just to get to 500 in his career against the Cyclones. Ricky Stanzi fakes it. Alan Reisner goes in for the touchdown, and the Hawkeyes were rolling. And Adam Robinson, he had another big game, big run here, Lou.
A very, very physical run. And Iowa's a very impressive football team. I think they will give Ohio State everything they want. Let's remember this. Ricky Stanzi's now 20-4 as a starter. 20 wins.
Robinson went for $156 on the day, Mark.
He had an awesome day. The line did a terrific job of when he runs the football. Watch here. Watch how he's going to break tackles right there. Just runs through the line of scrimmage, runs over another defender, picks up huge yards, 39 yards on this touchdown run. Big time, big day for Adam Robinson.
You know, it was important, too. Second straight game, no interceptions for Stanzi. The problem last year, not so far this year. Minnesota, Dante Warren and the Coyotes going into the Gopher hole, and they were unintimidated. Warren, little screen to Chris Ganius, and there he goes.
Oh, just a fine execution here. Very, very quick. Impressive.
South Dakota up 21-10, and now Warren goes to Will Powell, 61 yards.
How did he get so open? Phenomenal pass blocking by the offensive line. Didn't even get close to him, but the wide receiver did a terrific job of getting past the defenders.
Brewster's team scrapped back, got within 4, but Warren gets loose again. South Dakota touchdown. You know, 07, Minnesota lost to North Dakota State. Last year they slipped by South Dakota State. Good thing they don't play Dakota Fanning anytime soon. All the Dakotas give them trouble. And there goes Warren again. He threw for 352, ran for 81, accounted for 5 touchdowns, wants a helmet sticker. Coyotes win it by 3. James Madison and Virginia Tech. The Hokies perhaps still reeling from that loss to Boise. Saw they had the 10-0 lead. Now down to 16-14. Drew Dudzik. Second touchdown of the game.
Well, that is just a mental error by Virginia Tech.
Here is a physical one. Darren Evans put it on the carpet when the Hokies were driving in the red zone. Defender puts his helmet right on the ball, caused the fumble. Now 13 seconds left. Need some Beamer ball. You need a block punt, but you don't need to rough the punter to take away the Hail Mary opportunity. Devon Morgan called for roughing the kicker. James Madison in the stunner, 21-16. Snap issues that plagued them against Miami, Ohio last week. Mike Pouncey and John Brantley doing some extra work. They actually started last Sunday morning. First drive of the game, Brantley bobbled it and then finds the wide open referee. Bulls would score on the ensuing possession. Now it's tied at 7. Third quarter, Jeff Demps, Luke.
Oh, just tremendous effort here. He did it last week. He had so much speed and looseness. and gets great downfield blocking.
Career high 122 yards rushing for Demps. They're going to get him the ball a lot this year. B.J. Daniels just trying to throw it away, but he threw 4 picks on the day. He threw 4 to the Gators guys and only 5 to his guys. 5 turnovers for South Florida. Let this one get away late. 38-14. Gators. Marcus Lattimore would get the call for the Gamecocks in Williams-Brice Stadium, and this freshman's been outstanding early, Mayday.
This is the reason why I believe he's the best freshman running back in the nation, because he's physical at the goal line at the point of attack.
South Carolina, a 7-0 lead, and here comes the freshman again.
He may be one of the best backs in the entire country. He was a highly sought athlete coming out of high school. 182
yards for him. Dogs had a chance until Washaun Ely put it on the ground in a 14-6 game. Stephon Gilmore wrapped it up. Cocky would kick a field goal later. 17-6, the final. Georgia.
2 weeks in a row.
Boy, Turner Gill is glad of that. His team last week lost to North Dakota State and didn't score a touchdown. This week, they get a great run from Damon Patterson.
Fabulous job by Patterson on this. He will not be denied. He runs through 3, 4, 5 defenders and takes it in for the score.
Jordan Webb getting the start at quarterback, delivering it. Kansas up 28-17. But Joshua Nesbitt to Stephen Hill, who's filling in for the departed now. Demarius Thomas is the big play receiver. Tech now down by 3 after the 2-point conversion. Last chance now on a 4th and 8.
This is one you have to convert. He's got him open. He just doesn't make an accurate throw.
Turns it over on downs, and Turner Gill and quietly sneaking around, having the look of a real contender. Taking on UNLV, Terrence King, ton of time. Old Shaky Smithson's going to shake his man and go for 55. The Utes up 24-3. 24-10 now. And Smithson, we know what he can do, Lou.
Well, what a great move, but why would you have somebody named Shaky back catching punts?
You would prefer his name would be Steady.
Yeah.
At least until he caught it. Then he could be shaky.
Yeah.
And he was. 38-10. Utah off to a 2-0 start. Went over Pittsburgh, now to win over Vegas. LSU and Vanderbilt, the Mad Hatter. His team must travel smartly and secure the football, and when it's on the ground, make it yours. Warren Norman fields the punt. Ryan St. Julian on the bottom of the pile. Ensuing drive, 3rd and 1. Alfred Blue, right, Blue Bayou. LSU 20-3, and then here goes Stephen Ridley, Mayday.
Nice blocking by the offensive line, but a good cut by Ridley to the right, and they're not going to catch him. He's going to house at 65 yards for the score.
LSU by plenty over Vanderbilt. Scoring one for the Hat, 27-3. Arkansas, the final score looks good. The Jacksonville State, if they lost to Tulane, they might very well shut down football, and they'll never get Admiral Akbar. Here goes Brandon Bolden. May the force be with you, Right Reverend. I don't think Admiral Akbar says that. He leads the Rebel Alliance. Isn't that the deal? Jeremiah Masoli, 3 for 280. Finds Markeith Summers. All is right with the world. Hotty toddy.
Gosh almighty.
Ole Miss wins it 27-13. Syracuse and Washington. Syracuse, after the first weekend, owned the lone victory over Bowl Subdivision team for the Big East. Jake Locker didn't care about that. Old Jake had himself a big day, 289 and 4 touchdowns, 3 of them going to Jermaine Kearse. He made that catch there, and this one here, Lou.
Oh, this is just a nice run here. Just takes it, good determination, but how quick he is.
Here come the Huskers to face the Huskies next week after Washington beats the 'Cuse 41-20.